Grand Rising, Joseph Hennessy, the children. On YouTube, it's Joseph Hennessy 1161. Take 4. Having a tough time with this one today. But anyway, the first two, I start off by panning a picture of the moon, then the sun. And I've said this many times, how do we live on a ball if I can see the moon and the sun at the same time? Shouldn't it be on the opposite side of the ball? And if it is, how can I see it? And it looks like it's 2 miles apart, the moon and the sun. So I don't believe anything that they tell me. NASA, I saw my favorite scientist when I was coming down here. Tried to have a conversation with him one day. Asked him a lot of questions about flat Earth that he couldn't answer. And when I asked him how come NASA invented the ball in 1959, with his NASA hat on, he said, "No, they didn't." "Oh, yes, they did." And by the way, why did they have the head Nazi running NASA, Walter von Braun? Because they took all the Nazis and put them to work. Hitler supposedly had UFO technology. They've been lying to us about that anyway, UFOs. Now they're, I don't know what they call them, but identify flying objects, IFOs. So they've just been prepping us for all the crap that they've been doing, like trans. I live in the San Francisco Bay Area. Bay, Tran 2, Sam Trans America building. It's been happening for 75 years, just getting us ready for it. I'm changing the name to San Francisco to San Francisco. It's the transit capital of the world, or the transgender capital of the world. San Francisco, that's where I live. The most lowest frequency place on the planet where everything goes. Mutilation of children. People cutting off their body parts. That's pretty demonic if you ask me. Mental illness at its finest. But that's their business. That's what they chose to do. The Baphomet, the Luciferian god, is a transgender goat. And it's just fact. I'm not making this up. And I send love and light to everybody, because that's what my job is to do. You choose your path, whatever path you're on, that's up to you. I'm just going to tell my truth and my story. Either take or you don't. Everything I say is just suggestions. I used to live in the 3D, the Matrix. Now what I say is, I'm in it, I'm not of it. I used to be of it when I believed it, but I don't believe it anymore. So I'm here and I'm in it, but I'm here to change it. Low frequency planet to a high vibrational, loving planet where everybody just gets along. There's no judgment. Peace, joy, abundance. Everything's clean. You can talk to the animals. You can astral travel. There's a lot of abilities that we have that they mock us with superheroes. Because we can do all those things that the superheroes can do. We just don't know that yet. It dwells in the other part of our brain and all that junk DNA that they say we don't use. But it's going to be used because we've been dumped down for eons to believe that we are just insignificant little specks on this planet. But we're all God source energy. You just need to reignite it through your pineal gland and just opening up your mind and your heart. Because if one Joe Hennessy could change, We all can do it, and we're going to do it. You're given the opportunity to do it. The experiment on Mother Gaia is over. No more duality, no more sickness, no evil, just good, only light, no more darkness. We need light to live, we don't need the darkness. So it's going bye-bye. The 26,000 year cycle is over with. I'm just a planter of seeds to spread in the love and joy, the happiness that is going to be coming. You just need to believe. It's just going to take some time. It took us many, 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 many years, hundreds, thousands of years to get to this point. But this is the end game. We're going to fix it. Everything that's happening on this planet is just part of the end game. In the Middle East, I said, I don't know what Bibi Netanyahu's up to lately, but next day, what is he doing? He's bombing Iran again. So the deep state is desperate to start all the trouble they can. Southern California, Bibi Netanyahu, and realistically, they say they're attacking each other's nuclear facilities. If that was really happening, where's the nuclear fallout? All the nuclear weapons have been rendered useless, or they would have used them already. They would have used them already. We've been done. But God took care of that. This is just the end of the movie. Everything that's happening in Southern California, the deep state's blocking it. Legal aliens are throwing boulders trying to kill cops, which is attempted murder. Those are all paid protesters. They go from protest to protest getting paid by USAID, George Soros, all the rich Democrat billionaire donors, because there's more of them on the Democrats than there is on the Republican side. And I'm not siding with any of them, because a billionaire's a billionaire. They don't care about you or me. Gavin Newsom is a disgrace. He was told for 3 days to bring the National Guard in, just like Trump told them in 2020, all those governors, to bring the National Guards in, just like he told them in January 6th. But they didn't listen. So this is what you get. 2020, the summer of love, 570 riots, 50 dead policemen, hundreds dead, billions of dollars in property damage. Portland, Seattle, Minnesota wrecked, still in shambles. And the party that creates all these problems is the party with all its non-solutions. More government. How about less government? All the Doge cuts aren't happening because Congress, who all work for the Israel pact, aren't doing their job. All government is dirty. All the world governments are dirty. They all work for the devil. They all take kickbacks. The American government seems to take a lot of instruction from the Israelis, who've committed a genocide against the Palestinians, but nobody's talking about that. And if you say it, you're an anti-Semite, which means you're anti-Arab. What? No, I'm anti-Bibi Netanyahu and the Zionists. They murdered, they say, closer to 250,000 women and children in Gaza. Let that sink in. The people who were genocided in World War II are the genociders. And 81% of Israeli men in Israel are okay with that. Wow. The people of God. Really? Bibi Netanyahu, he's from Poland. He changed his name. They all do. Because they're not from that region of the world. And if you start doing your homework on the Israelites in the Bible, the Zionists have nothing to do with that. So stop buying the narrative. You don't have to believe anything I say. If you start reading, it's all out there. Everything's a lie. Facebook's over there. See, that's called the CIA. I've stated that over and over again. Best way to spy on us. Facebook, it was all started after 9/11, Patriot Act. And they got all these crazy laws where January 6th defendants were all locked up under those made up bullshit laws and called them terrorists. American people voicing their opinion who were led into the Capitol by the FBI. It's all fact. It's all going to come out. Everything I've been saying for the last 4 years, Facebook banned me for, is all coming to fruition. Dr. Fauci, COVID, all the lies. Stealing the election, Russiagate. Government is dirty. The whole world is dirty. But we're going to fix it. So everybody's going to have a decision to make about going to the fifth dimension. Service to others. No more service to ourselves. We are one. We are all God's children. Once we all think we are one and we stop being divided by the evil ones, we can manifest whatever we want. So all the stuff you think you're losing, you can gain it and a hell of a lot more. Read The Alchemist. Our minds are so powerful. We just don't know it yet. It's a collective thing. It's a thought process. That's all it is. 3 years, little by little, I'm starting to figure out. In Alcoholics Anonymous, they say sometimes quickly, sometimes slowly. For me, it's always slowly. Long journey. The inner journey to myself, my true self, my authentic self. To help lead people out of this open air prison to a better way of thinking and being. I have no fear. I used to be the biggest fear-based person there was. Scared of everything. Kept me from living life. But it's all part of the matrix. Fear, 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 fear. You're not good enough. You're not worthy. But you know what? We're all worthy. I love everybody. Everybody have a blessed day. On to the fifth dimension. It's about fixing this planet for the kids. Releasing your inner child. Living life on life's terms. Not on Satan's terms. Or the World Economic terms. Or the American government's terms. On God's and my terms. Everybody have a lovely day.